Hello, hello. Hope everyone's good. Okay, so one word today is squats, and we're just going to go for it. So feet parallel, hips distance, taking the weight back, the arms forward, nice flat back, and then exhaling up. So let's get those arms involved as well, and really sit back in your heels as you lower that body weight down. And it's quite nice bringing your arms forward because it just counterbalances that weight. Good. So when you go down into your squat, I want you to think about keeping your knees shooting over your toes so that your knees aren't knocking together or coming out to the side, okay? So try and think of watching your knees and just making sure that they're not going inwards. All right? And then keep going. Inhaling lower, exhale down. And we'll go reasonably fast. So we're just getting a little bit of heart pumping going on here as well. Okay, let's keep going. We'll do 10 more. 10, 9, good, 8, and 7, 6 more. Big squeeze at the top. As you start to stand, squeeze your glutes. Give them a little squeeze as you come up to stand. Good, let's go 5 more. 3 more, exhaling up to stand as well. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Okay, so now you're going to come in to your down dog. Just pedaling out your feet. Shaking out your head. Take a nice big inhale here through the nose. And sighing out. Good. Now I want you to stick with your downward dog arms, but this time you're just going to hover your knees. So your shins are kind of in line with your mat. And then I want you to get your tailbone here and just tuck it under. So again, you're hollowing out through that tummy, and you'll start to feel some heat building in your quads, in the thighs here. And keep pushing equally into the hands. Keep tucking that tailbone under. So think of that tailbone shooting out towards the end of your mat. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And extend into down dog. Taking a nice big inhale here. And sighing out. And again, inhaling. And exhaling, sighing out. Good. Let's come one more time here, pushing equally into the hands, tucking that tailbone under, pulling that belly button to spine, knees just slightly lifted above the mat. Keep pushing equally into the hands, keep tucking that tailbone under, feeling the burn in the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Push back to your down dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And sighing out. Okay, going again. So pushing equally into those hands. Lowering the knees down so they're just hovering. Keep tucking that tailbone under. Keep pulling in through that tummy button. Holding it here for 5. For 4. I know it burns. I'm feeling it 2, 3, 2, and 1. Push back. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sighing out. Okay, let's go again. Last time. Tucking that tailbone under, belly button to spine. Pushing equally into the hands. Hovering those knees for 5. For 4. For 3. And 2. And 1. And then walk the hands to meet the feet. Hold on here to your elbows and just rock left to right. Shaking out the head. Take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, just let the weight of the upper body pull you down. And again, you can just shake it out a bit here. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, sighing out. And then arms and head heavy, soft knees. One more inhale through the nose. And then on the exhale, you're going to scoop out that tummy and roll up to stand, restacking your spine, rolling your shoulders at the top, back to your squats, feet hips distance, let's go. So remember, the knees aren't coming in, they're tracking over the feet as you take that weight back. And you can really use those arms as well. So inhaling as you lower, squeeze those glutes all the way up to stand. So you can inhale through the nose, exhale up to stand. And again, we'll keep nice speedy tempo here. Nice. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeezing those glutes all the way up to the top. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Let's go again. Last 10. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's do a little pigeon stretch just in between. So right knee forward, left leg extends back. Get that lovely stretch in the front of that left leg. And then you can just gently, gently rock a little bit left to right. Just feeling the release in the right thigh. If you wanted a bit more stretch, you can bring this right foot forward and keep shining that left hip down. But again, just gently, gently, not at the expense of your knees. And then just breathing deeply into the pose. I quite like to lean a little bit more over to my right side. Long inhales, long exhales. We're only going to be here for a couple of breaths. So if you want, you can lower onto your forearms, make a pillow. Or if that doesn't feel great, just keep a little bit of a raise in that upper body, nice straight back, and trying to lean. Yeah, I definitely get more out of my stretch if I lean over to the right a little bit more. Take one more nice inhale here. And exhale, sighing out. Good. And then rolling on to that right hip. And then just switching sides. So left leg forward, right leg extends back. And again, slowly into this pose. You can make it active if that feels good. Little rock left to right. Or you can just sink straight down if that feels better for you. And again, here I like leaning over this left knee a little bit more. Being nice and upright, lengthening out my waist. Big inhales and exhales. Feeling that lovely release in the left thigh. Doing a lot of squats today. So this is just going to feel really nice. Just a little release here. Take 2 more breaths. And sighing out. And again, inhaling, last breath. And exhaling. Good. And then you'll come, bring both hands down, tuck under that right toe. Just hold it here in your plank. So we'll just have a nice hold. Nice hold. I don't know how much you'll think this is a nice hold. So I've got my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm in my plank, so I'm pushing. So I'm not like this. I'm really strong and active in the arms. And then I've got my feet hips distance. And I'm always saying about this tailbone. So my tailbone here, I feel like it's shooting towards the back end of the mat. And then I'm scooping out my tummy here. So keep thinking of your tailbone heading towards your heels, if that makes any sense. That's kind of helped me get a nice position in my plank. And then you really feel like you're pulling your tummy button in even more, getting more from it. I'm really active in the arms, holding it for a few more breaths. Some trembling's good. I'm trembling too. If you're trembling, you might not be. Good. Holding it for another 10, 9, long inhales. It's hard to talk normally without shaking here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands back. Again, let's take a breath here, hanging out, inhaling. And then as you exhale, soft knees, scoop up through that tummy and slowly restacking the spine, rolling up to stand. Roll the shoulders, we're going again. Okay, straight into it. So inhale, squeeze as you exhale, up to stand. So I don't want you to kind of thrust your hips forward like this. I want you just to squeeze and get to the top. So you're standing nice and straight as you go. And remember, knees aren't going in. If you find it hard to get your knees to stop kind of doing this as you come in, maybe get a ball, a football or a block if you've got them, and just keep it between your knees. Good. So I'm starting to feel a little bit out of breath here, and keep going. Lifting, getting loads of benefit from your squat. The most important, well, debatable, many believe the most efficient form of exercise, the squat. Good. Let's keep going. We'll go 20 more. I can't count them. That will drive you mad. Just know that we're almost 3/4 of the way through. I'm counting in my head. Good. I'll tell you what, I'll count down from 10. All right, let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's stretch. Okay, so right foot comes forward, and I want you to take a nice, kind of quite a big distance with this left knee back. So you're sinking into the hips down into the mat, and try not to open this left hip out to the side. Think of facing forward and this left hip facing down towards the mat. And then try not to kind of dump into your lower back here. So you've still got some integrity in your core, still a little bit of engagement there. Keep shining this left hip down. Take a nice inhale and exhale, sighing out. Good. And then you can stay here, or if you want to get some quad kind of stretching in here, put this left hand down below the left shoulder, right arm reaches back for that foot. See if you can get it. Good. And then if you want, you can't see what I'm doing here, but my right foot's turned out. So I'm sinking my hips down even more towards the mat. And then I'm opening my right chest, my right shoulder out to the sky. And I'm feeling a really strong, lovely stretch in the front of my left quad and my left hip. Good. I love this stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. And 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Nice. Then switching sides. So the left foot comes forward this time. And then again, you're just sinking those hips down, trying to keep that right hip shining down to the mat, a little bit of connection in the core here. And you just feel a really strong stretch in the front of this right thigh. Keep sinking those hips down, watching the shoulders up, rising up to the ears. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then the right hand will come below the right shoulder and you'll reach back for that right foot. Good. And again, I'm turning my left toe out slightly, so my left knee is coming out to the side. I'm angling my upper body up to the left, and I keep tucking under with that pelvis, getting a strong stretch in the front of that right thigh. Couple more breaths here. 2 more breaths. Last one. Nice. Okay, back to your plank here. Hands underneath the shoulders, tucking that tailbone. So the tailbone's shooting out towards the heels, should I say. The belly button's pulled in. I'm pushing through the hands, holding it. I can't count, but I want to say holding it to 20, but I don't think I'll be able to talk through it. So just do some nice big inhales through the nose and exhaling out. And again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out. Last breath, inhale through the nose and exhaling out. Good, back to your down dog. Walk those hands back towards your feet. Inhaling at the bottom, soft knees, don't lock out those knees. And then as you exhale, roll back up to stand. We're almost there, roll the shoulders. Let's go. Back to our squats. This time we're going to do 50. So squeezing as we lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhaling, lift. Nice. Let's keep going. I'll say when we've got to 10 and we'll do it like that. Okay, so that's your first 10. See? Goes so fast, doesn't it? You won't even know it's happened, I promise. Big squeeze as you lift at the top. As all the way up from standing, you'll squeeze the backs of your legs. That's 20, sorry. Good. And nice and fast. Good. Almost there. 9. So that's 30. Almost at 50. You've got this, guys. You'll be pleased to know these are your last squats. So really enjoy them. Good. 3, 2, 1. Then the last 10. Let's go 10. And 8. Last 6. And 4. Last 2. Good. And last one. Woo! Nice. Okay, so open your feet nice and wide. Feet parallel. Don't lock out your knees. Have a softish knee. And then just lean forward wherever your hands come to. If they come to the mat, great, or onto anywhere on your legs. I quite like to hold the outside edges of my feet and then giving a little pull, so pulling my upper body down. I've got soft knees here, so my knees aren't locked out. And I'm trying to get that tailbone and just take it to the sky. So you get that little untucking of the pelvis, just gives you a little bit extra in the hips. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, give me 3 more breaths here. Feeling the backs of the legs release. Last one. Nice, soft knees, hands on the hips. Roll back up to stand. And you're almost done, just coming onto your back feet. So you can just feel the backs of your heels, palms to the sky. And as you exhale, you'll just lift those hips up to the sky on the exhale. Again, thinking about the knees, staying hips distance so your inner thighs are getting involved in the action. Good, and keep going. We're going to do 50, by the way. Good. We're almost at 20. It goes fast, I promise. Good. Let's say that's 20. Get that squeeze and tuck all the way up to the top, keeping those knees from spreading out to the side. Good, we've got 30, so we've got 20 more. I'm sure you could all work that out. Good, I'm just saying it to make myself feel better. Okay, we're almost at 40, last 10, and I'm sure your legs are feeling it. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Oh, well done, everyone. Give yourself a little cuddle. Just rocking left to right, massaging out that spine, that lower back into the mat. Let's just stretch those little glutes. So now we just put the left foot down, the right foot goes onto the left knee, and you're just pulling that left knee in as you push that right knee away from the body, keeping the feet flexed. If you want even more, I like to hold onto my shin. Here, again, think of lower back on the mat, the right knee shooting away from the body. Inhaling. Watching the shoulders, it's so tempting just to kind of really hoik your shoulders up to your ears here. So just trying to take tension away from your body. Each time you exhale, you might be able to pull that knee a little bit further in. You might be able to push that right knee a little bit further away. Good, give me 2 more breaths. Good, last 2. Nice. And then just windscreen wiper the legs, just a little bit here. And then we'll do the other side. Nice, so flexing the feet, left foot on the right knee, shoulders away from the ears, think of the spine on the mat. And breathe. Good, a couple more breaths and then you are done. I hope you enjoyed it today. That was a lot of squats, wasn't it? But it's all good. Lots of nice stretches in between. It's all about the stretches. That little reward after the hard work. Let's do 1 more breath. Good, nice. Holding on to the backs of your legs, rocking up, and you are done. Thanks so much. See you again.